It's your girl Shantae C, and I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's not just another Wednesday. It's the Wednesday before my birthday.
So we out here celebrating your girl Nene.
Party over here.
We said one time for the birthday chick,
What?
two
Don't-
times for the birthday chick,
What?
3 times for the birthday chick. Get a crop for the birthday chick.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Well, mine is tomorrow, y'all. Okay.
So y'all make sure
I
y'all
don't
send
share
her.
a birthday with y'all president, ex-president.
It.
All right.
So make sure y'all show her some love.
It is another Wednesday. We're here. We got some tea and some things to talk about tonight, guys. So make sure you're tuning in, asking questions, and putting your comments in because your comments count. They matter.
They definitely do.
All right. So I'm going to break us off into some celeb news tonight.
Look.
Okay.
She probably we had a birthday shot before we went on the air, so she a little behind the 8 ball.
And speaking of birthdays, okay, we're gonna ignore the fact that today is Donald Trump's birthday. I shouldn't have gave him a shout out.
Girl, no.
But speaking of birthdays, we have some great birthdays coming up this week, celebrating with me. Along with mine, okay?
Oh boy.
And
who are we shouting out?
We are shouting out Mr. Tupac on June 16th.
All eyes on me.
A very talented Gemini. We are shouting out one of my faves. Takeoff. June 18th. This will be the first birthday since he's been passed. So you guys keep his family, fans, friends, everybody in prayer because this will be the first birthday since he's passed. All right. So, but totally great artists, phenomenal people. You know, we come. We're twins. We come in those pairs, those Geminis, you know.
Wow.
Yes. So moving on, Lord, when does the drama stop? At what age? Okay. So you guys know Anita Baker and Babyface was doing a tour together. Supposedly. Lord. Okay. Anita has kicked Babyface off the tour.
Well, remember there was a situation going on where he couldn't perform because of how long she had to perform.
Right.
So is this a continuation of that?
It's a continuation from all of that. God. Well, social media, okay, our people on social media, Babyface fans started threatening Anita from all of that happened.
Wowzers.
So she was just like, whoa, what is this? I can't take the drama. You know, she just put him off the tour. He did come back and say, you know, didn't get angry, said nice things like, wow, you know, I'm sorry this has happened. I'm sorry you have feeling like you have to put me off the tour, you know?
I mean, dang, Babyface, I feel like you got some Swifties.
Hey,
on your side.
They say don't mess with...
You got the Beehive on your side.
I was about to say, they say don't mess with the Beehive, but baby, don't mess with the Babyface, okay?
Don't mess with the faces.
Yes.
What do you call his fan club? The Babyfaces. I feel like, can you still go by Babyface and you 70, 65 years old? Can you still go by Babyface?
Well, I don't think you could change at 60-something, can you?
You know how, like, Bow Wow, how he was a little Bow Wow, but he dropped a little because he got old.
Yeah, Mulatto. Now Mulatto's Big Lotto.
Oh, Lord. But I'm just saying. Y'all let us know.
I don't know. Can you still be? Yeah, you can still be the Babyface. Can you still be
Babyface at 65? I guess if you don't look old.
I don't know.
I can tell you who do look good still. El DeBarge, girl. He's still looking good. I saw him in concert the other week. He's still looking pretty young. I'm like, okay. All this love is waiting for you. Okay.
Okay, El DeBarge still looking good.
Mr. DeBarge
still looking
Where
good.
your brother Chico?
I used to love me some DeBarges. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Girl, I
gonna
used to love
lie.
me some Chico.
I ain't gonna lie. I like them both.
Yes, girl, because that doggone Chico. Listen, you know how, well, you might not know, but so one of his first albums that he came out with, in the beginning of the album, you hear like a jail cell opening and them letting him out. He talking to the jailer saying, I'm out of here. And then they're like, yeah, right, we'll see you soon.
Too funny.
I got to see if he locked back up, because if so, I'm going to have to play the CD and be like, damn. You predicted your own future, sweetie.
No, leave the DeBarge alone. And especially you say he's still fine and looking good. Okay.
Girl, yeah.
Okay.
Come through.
I'm going to have to do a little research
Do a
on
little
him
bit
tonight.
of research on him.
Yeah. So moving on. Lord, speaking of in jail. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So R. Kelly. Apparently.
Oh, boy.
Apparently.
What he doing now?
He said he not taking this shit just sitting down no more. He is exposing other artists that were dating underage too. And he is starting with exposing Jay-Z. Want to talk about how he was dating Foxy Brown when she was only 14, 15 or whatever.
Oh,
R. Kelly says he's going down. If y'all saying that he's going down for dating underage, I think he did a little more than that, locking up people, peeing on people, and all that.
I mean, but you don't know. They could have been doing some crazy stuff too.
He said if he's gonna be going down for doing dating underage, you know, like you calling me out for back in the day, let's call out all these other people that I know for a fact was doing this stuff.
But they gotta have proof. Can't just be your word.
Yeah, I know.
So Aura, what proof do you got?
He said he got proof.
So he probably
I don't know.
He probably had an underage party.
But we do know that and you don't get me wrong, and don't you come for me, Lord. But we do know that Jay was this proof that he was dating Beyonce when she was younger.
She wasn't no 15, no. She was grown.
But I don't think she was grown when they first started dating.
She started dating him at Dangerously in Love. At least I think she started dating him in Dangerously in Love. She's a year, she's 2 years younger than me. So she's 42. So how old is Jay-Z?
He's got to be.
He's like what, 51?
Somewhere up in there.
Clark, how old's Jay-Z? 51? 52? So he's 10 years older than Beyonce. How long they been married?
I don't know, but they were dating for a long time.
Right, like how long they been married? About 10 years?
I think.
Look, we might need to do some research on that one to get back to y'all.
I think I could remember that she was definitely not 18. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
Oh, Lord. When did Beyonce start dating Jay-Z?
Kelly claiming that Jay was dating Foxy Brown when she was way underage.
2008. They wed in 2008.
Oh, and they were together before then.
Well, but 2008, I mean, I was like 25. Okay. 2008. Even if they was dating for 5 years, she was still 19.
Okay, well, we'll take 19.
I mean, he was kind of old though. He was 29, almost 30. 19.
Yeah, well, hey, legal.
Girl, hell no.
Legal.
He was old.
Legal.
Girl, she was like, I like how them old men do it.
Shit, that woman, don't mess with a man. You heard what she said.
What she said?
Of course, some shit go down with $1 billion in the elevator.
Right, because your sister pulled them paws out. I don't know if Beyonce gonna get bucked, but she is from Texas.
Yeah, I think she got it in. I think she definitely got in behind that man. She don't play behind that man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not behind that man. You can see it in her eyes.
She got that craze in her eyes.
I love black love.
Right. She like, I got that crazy in it for you. Look, keep playing with me.
But yeah, R. Kelly said he's not playing with y'all. So I think a lot of people.
You wonder if he made a deal? drop names to shorten his sentence?
I don't know, but I do know that he's, is saying, like, other people been doing it. Why y'all all after me?
Right. Like, okay, so what about Liv Tyler dad?
Yeah, I mean, and
the dude from Aerosmith, he had underage girls. He had her friends in the video. Looked like they was about to do some hanky panky.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Shantae.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
them rock stars probably was the worst.
Yeah. So R say he calling out some people. So I'm sure a lot of y'all.
Who else he called?
Shaking.
Who else he calling out?
He said he's calling out some people. Now I don't know who else he's calling out. I'm gonna keep you guys posted.
Yeah, keep me posted. I want to know who Aura calling out, child. Because I've been defending him ever since he got locked up.
Lord,
I'm like, I'm still listening to R. Kelly music. I'm sorry.
Do not defend if he was really locking people up and locking the women up and all that, because that's like abuse and torture. You know?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I don't know how true it is. There's three sides to every story. Yours, mine, and the truth.
Right. Now, do I think he was doing some scandalous stuff? Sure. But how willing were the participants is the question.
Well, that's the thing, though. When people are kids are very, which is so bad with the internet, they're very influenced. So even though you're 15, 16, yes.
I blame their parents, because there ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my child with some dude I don't know. I don't care who you are.
It is extremely common in the music industry and athletes as well, for you to put your child in development, let them live with the label, the artist. It's very common.
I would
even Gabby. Her parents, as a gymnast, they sent their daughter away. It's very common. Yeah, Gabby's black.
What happened?
I don't know.
They do that.
It's extremely common, I'm telling you.
And I mean, it might be.
Much.
What I'm saying is, RDC, the young lady upstairs, never.
Okay.
In a million years, I don't care who you are.
All right.
You ain't gonna get my baby by herself.
But and then also the beautiful, lovely, wonderful Janelle Monáe dropped an album on us.
Oh, I got to
June
go listen.
9th.
I gotta go listen. I love her.
The Age of Pleasure. So
sure.
I started listening, so I could give you guys a little bit.
Okay, tell me.
It's sounding good so far. I still gotta. It's an album.
Right. You ain't there yet.
I ain't finished. I ain't complete.
Right. I'm still trying to listen to the Renaissance album.
I'm riding to her right now.
I love Janelle. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go have to listen. Okay, so on my walk tomorrow, I'm gonna start previewing. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in next week.
All right. So Shantae's gonna put her 2 cents in next week. But yes, Shantae is going to bring us into our topic of the day.
All right, guys. So here it is, right? Greed is a nasty, ugly, green-eyed monster. And it's going to get you caught every time. Every time you get over just a little bit and you think that you done got away with something, and you just going to keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. Listen, you cannot hide when you are getting greedy and sloppy. That's how every greedy person that never got caught, because they done got messy.
That is true.
And cocky. And thinking that they will never get caught. But it always catches up with you, honey. It always catches up with you.
Yeah. So I always wonder, like, with greed, like, you look at stuff on TV, you look at, you read about stuff, and then people you might even know, and you be like, you have everything.
Right, you got your Bernie Madoffs, you got your Donald Trumps, you got your BMFs. Like, they just get greedy.
Yeah, like, what is it that I think that with the greed, something else might seek in? I'm not a doctor, But maybe it could get fun. Like I'm winning. I'm beating the system. So I'm gonna continue. I don't know.
Right. Like what is so are you drawn to the thrill of it all? It's like once you do it once, okay, so I feel like, people who are greedy, right, they're gonna chase it. And once they get the recipe down, they're like, oh, I figured it out. I figured out how to scam the 1 penny off of everybody's bank account in the world.
Right. And that's the thing with greed and why you always get caught, because it's like you can get away with some shit. Okay.
You can get away with anything once.
Yeah, you can get away with it. And and I always wondered, like, oh, you're good and you accomplished what you wanted and everything is great. So why continue it? Why keep going?
Right. Like if I could write an algorithm that would skim one penny off of everybody who lived in Cobb County just once, I'd be straight. I don't need nothing else. Wait a minute. Don't record me saying that. Just kidding. I'm not that much of a genius, believe me, people.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, like, greed will get you caught every time. So why continue to get greedy?
Well, I mean, I honestly think, number one, I feel like it's the thrill of the chase, right? And then number two, I feel like how much money you make is how much money you spend.
Yeah, and that's true. That's certainly true. Lord.
So it's like they get that one big score and then they just go crazy. And then they're back to broke again. And they're like, I got to do it again. I got to do it again. So I think some of it is the thrill of the chase. And then I think some of it is living to what you spend. Like if you never was able to go buy a Ferrari and then all of a sudden you can go buy a Ferrari. Now you like, okay, now I want a Bugatti.
Yeah. Now I need another one.
Right.
I need a matching one.
Right. Now
blue and red my favorite color.
Right. So I think that, they get caught up in the thrill of the chase. They start spending money and things that they don't have. And a lot of the times when people are scamming like that, like to the highest level, they're taking care of everybody around them. And it's like I feel like you tell one person thinking that they're gonna keep your secret, then you tell another person and think they gonna keep your secret, and then next thing you know, the feds are watching.
Yeah. Greed, that is factual, will get you every single time. So I think that when people go in with a scam or a hustle or whatever it is, they don't make a number. You know what I mean? Like,
so they don't come with a number.
I'm gonna do. I think that would help. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Oh my God! You telling the scammers how to budget their money?
Right. Well, no. I think if you go in with, okay, I'm doing this. I'm gonna do this hustle. I'm gonna make $500,000, $1 million, and I'm out. Because when you look at the history of it, even with your biggest drug dealers, they have so much. So what is it that would make you stop? Like,
how much
you have everything, and you know the consequences.
And the crazy thing is, like, when these drug dealers get so big, it's they do grow a conscience, and they're like, how do I get out of this? And then so one thing that I was thinking about is that sometimes they want to stop, but the people who are reaping the benefits off of what they're doing don't want them to stop. So they're like, you got
greedy people working with them.
Right. They're like, you got to keep doing it, man. I got to support my family. I got to do this. And then they feel obligated. It's almost like you thought you built a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
But you scamming.
Yeah.
Well, you're selling dope. The only thing that makes me the only thing that makes them stop is that prison sentence.
And that's true. I mean, that is true. Most people I know that
have gotten themselves messed up.
That have gotten themselves messed up is in jail because there was no stopping point. They just kept getting and I think it's greed. I mean, I know people that I used to think like, oh my God, how many more millions do they want? Like, you have everything.
But then that's just you're outside looking in. You don't know. Right. They might be hemorrhaged to their eyeballs. I remember I was talking to somebody one day about so I was talking to them about flipping houses, right?
Okay.
And so they were talking about, leveraging off of your property to flip the house. And so I said, okay, well, understand that is a gamble, right? And they're like, oh, well, you can just leverage and leverage and leverage and leverage. And I'm like, but you're leveraging to just make money. Like, at what point do you stop? Like, so what happens if the market crashes and you got all these properties, you got your personal home leveraged to the maximum? Then if it falls apart, you ain't got no way to pay for it. And so the greed is eating you alive because you feel like you just got to keep doing more and more and more. Like, you can't just be happy with the one flip. You got to do 5 flips.
Well, like, some people do that for a living, but
right. But if you saying, oh, I'm doing that so I can retire at 50, like, it doesn't happen like that for everybody.
Right, but that's different. That's a legal business.
But I mean, I think
and you're not people, scamming.
I mean, I think it's scamming, and that's just like people working themselves to death just to have money. You sitting on money, you ain't even spending it.
Yeah.
So Tiff says it's hard to clean their money, so they have to continue to drug deal because that's their way of making money. So you can't have no clean money. So that's why you get the girls that have good credit, and then you buy them a bunch of stuff so that they can put crap in their name.
Yeah.
So that they can put a bunch of stuff in their name. And
watch Power.
That part. Watch BMF.
Yeah.
They break it all the way down for you.
Yeah, my fave. I mean, even BMF, they had everything. I think it came down to greed, I mean.
Yeah.
Until jail.
Yeah, until jail. Or you buy small business.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that in this society, there is such a facade of saying that the only way that you can be happy is if you got the Ferrari. The only way you can be happy is if you wear Gucci and Louis and you're buying Birkin bags and stuff like that. Like, that stuff is not even realistic for the average person to be buying. Yeah. If you're a person that makes $100,000, you ain't rocking around with no damn Birkin bag. I'm sorry. That shit costs $40,000, and you walk in, you only make $100,000. Okay.
Lord. Let Shantae break it down for us.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it kind of makes me a little sick how, and it's funny because, I was talking to somebody earlier and they were saying that this social media influencer, big time social media influencer, that be online flossing and all this other kind of stuff, they was out doing Instacart.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, it's kind of like, really? I know artists that they be on like a bunch of little circuit tours, and they're not like huge, but they're not little either, and they still doing things like that. They still, doing Instacart or whatever, and there ain't no shame in that. You got to make your money.
Make your money.
But what I'm saying is, why are you trying to keep up this facade like you got everything? Why are you trying to fake the funk? Because I feel like that's how people fall into that trap, just continuously going over and over and over, trying to do more and more and more and more, trying to keep up with the Joneses.
And get greedy.
Yeah.
Getting greedy will get you caught every time.
Oh, Tiff says, But some of them don't think about buying a small business or can't produce documents to show how they got the money to get the business. And she said she had a whole conversation about that last week. They ended up spending money on expensive stuff and flashed their money. Then that's how they got caught. Or they get robbed.
Hey, it can happen. But yeah, greed eventually will get you caught. Like if you continue to be greedy, just to
say you got it.
Just to
like T.I. said, it ain't tricking if you got it.
When there's no stopping point, it doesn't end well.
So we are about to be over time. So I got a 4-minute tip before we get out of here. So guys, I love to buy things on Amazon, right? I'm like the Amazon buying queen. One thing that's going to save you a lot of headache, heartache, and trouble is if you buy something, make sure you looking at the specifications. Make sure that you really understanding what you buying. Because Lord, I hate for you to have to continue to, you buy something and then you basically got to take it back to the store. So it really wasn't as convenient as you thought it was, right? So there, if you go into Amazon and you go down to the bottom where it says specifications, you can click on it and it'll give you all the information about that product. So instead of ordering something that does not work for you and then having to drive it to the UPS store because it does not fit, it does not operate the way that you thought it was, whatever, just read the specifications.
All right. That is a great tip. Because I have certainly ordered something that I thought was going to be this big and it came in
this big,
this small. And I'm like,
and
going back.
And if you find that what you buy does not meet the specifications, do me a favor. Take a picture. Put it out there like, okay, this is not what I said I was going to buy. This is not what you said it was. And I'm going to show you the proof so that people will not keep getting bamboozled, because some people will buy stuff and never even take it back. And these people getting free money.
That part.
So that's my 5, 3, 4, 2-minute tip.
All right.
So everybody say happy birthday, Nene.
It's tomorrow, but thanks, guys. And if you guys have any topics you want to talk about, hit us up at
tnthangs@gmail.com. We love to hear from you.
All right.
That's our show.
Peace. See you next Wednesday.